All right, thank you all for gathering here today. I would like to ask one thing as we start. How many of you have been affected by standing water on the roads when on the way to class or work? All of you have been affected by standing water in the roads. Now, today we'll be going over Lubbock drainage systems and a project that will install Lubbock drainage systems into Lubbock, and if not Lubbock, then at least our campus. First, where is Lubbock, and what's wrong with our drainage system? Lubbock is located on the Llano Estacado Panhandle. This means for very flat land, and as of right now, the only design in place to divert water off of our streets is actually our roads are designed to hold water until the rainfall has ended, which is why 30 minutes after rainfall, the water is usually off of the roads. So, how is this a good drainage system for our ever-growing city? Right, guys? Introduction. Now, Lubbock, Texas struggles to manage wastewater and drainage, and this is because there's currently not an efficient way installed to manage rainwater. Lubbock is a growing city, yet our streets hold water after every rainfall. This problem will only continue to be exposed as more people come into our town who are not adjusted to this issue and do not like standing water in the road on their way to work or class. I actually gave a video here so you guys can see extreme cases of flooding in Lubbock. Oh, we have no internet. Well, scratch that. But that's what it looks like in extreme cases. Get a little zoom in. Thank you, Sid. So, problem statement. What does a lack of drainage system infrastructure lead to? Clearly, it leads to frequent flooding, which is floods in streets that cause for unsafe conditions to operate a vehicle, and sitting water affects walkways and paths on our way to class and work. Property damage. Flash flooding can ruin lower levels of buildings and wash away loose items, and etc. Economic impact. Cleanup costs and insurance expenses are not cheap to clean up after a flash flood, and we as Texas Tech students often see the trucks on campus after a heavy rainfall cleaning and drying the lower levels of our classes and dormitories. The issues that flooding brings to our town, and specifically our campus, is what appeals to me, and flash flooding impacts daily commutes, walking to and from in class, and how the town operates in general, all of which affect our education. Situation proposal. Now, this project calls for the installation of a sewer and drainage system that will effectively manage storm and wastewater. The network of underground storm drains, culverts, etc. to divert water away from streets and popular areas. We will also incorporate a way to harvest rainfall and use it for our agriculture and horticulture department here at Texas Tech University. First, we will be focusing on highly populated areas to make sure we actually solve this issue. Now, I gave a map to see where are our highly populated areas on campus. Now, let's think. Where is the main entrance to Texas Tech campus? That would be right here along 19th, and you go up Flint. This is a highly populated area with a lot of foot traffic where we often see the most flooding. Now, this affects walking to class, this affects driving to class, this affects people who work at the school, and many other things. So I think if we focus on highly populated areas with a lot of foot traffic, that will be the best way to start our plan and see what it can do for our city. Benefits and advantages. This will improve safety, as flooded roads, walkways, and entrances all cause safety issues for our students. It'll reduce class disruptions, because flooding can oftentimes affect lower level buildings, canceling classes or exams. Easier accessibility for all. As students with disabilities, flooding can make it nearly impossible for them to navigate our large campus. Protection of property. Flooding can damage campus facilities, also would eliminate the need for flood cleanup crews and expensive insurance claims. And long-term benefits. Being able to manage stormwater will benefit Lubbock in many ways as a growing city, bringing comfort, convenience, and many other things to our town. Cost analysis. Design and engineering would be $200,000 to $500,000. Excavation and installation would be $1.3 to $3 million, and maintenance would be $250,000 to $400,000. Now, this is a plan for a large construction project that would ultimately put a drainage system into a whole city. Now, my plan would be shrunk. And I believe if we shrink this project on high problem areas, we can cut these numbers and get this project done for a considerable price in high populated areas around our campus, such as our university. Implementation plan, this is again for a very much larger project. So what we would do is just focus on the high populated areas and focus on small areas first. But the first phase would be planning and design, the second phase would be initial construction, third would be sewer and drainage installation, and then fourth would be a final test. Now this is for a bigger project, but we would just be focusing on the 1,800 acres of our campus. And the implementation of a drainage system in our city of Lubbock is essential to its future and growth, and if this project is too big or out of reach for a citywide project, this could be shrunk and constructed over the 1,800 acres of the university. And Lubbock, Texas has a population of 260,000 people, with approximately 36,000 people who attend the university, which is a high percentage of the total Lubbock population. So doing this would satisfy almost half of our, or close to half of our Lubbock citizens, and help our education here on this campus. Thank you.